right, here we go with the next One Piece. You know where we are. You know where we're going. Apparently, we're going back to this misery. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Back to this shit. Kuma will never meet him, but apparently he knew that Luffy would have this power, would become Nika at some point. I think he knew that, actually, now that I think about it. He had to. I think I heard Kuma's name. Probably something like Death of Kuma 2 years ago. There she is. She's in here aura farming, or whatever the kids say. Shut up! Get off my ass. Jewelry Bonnie, right? It's Jewelry Bonnie. Yeah. What the hell is this island? Is this Bubble Island? Because we know she was on Bubble Island, right? And she just didn't run into Kuma as far as we know. Maybe she did. I don't know. He might have been able to say... They were on the same island. He might be able to say goodbye to her. Yeah. Yep. She can do it to other people now. No, they get turned into the weak. You get turned into old people and kids. Don't make me... Age skewer. Don't make me kick your ass. That's right. She's a wild woman. There he is. No shit. No shit. He's going to avoid her like the plague. You know who that is. Nice rabbit shirt. Yeah. Then you shouldn't have been sending her letters, dumbass. He's out of here. She's pissed. Let's see. You'll find him one way or another. Yeah. I remember this shit. It's now reanimated, isn't it? Oh, that's why he was practicing Battle Axe. That's why he was practicing Battle Axe. Okay, gotcha. Because he used it against Arlong. Yeah. Sell a bounty. Yeah. Mind your own business. Oh, 2 cigars. I recognize that grin anywhere. That's pretty good shit. Yep. And they're going to become a power couple. Yeah. Yep. Plunder. That's a 9-year-old mentality if I've ever seen one. She don't know shit. Right, good point. That's why she does that, huh? And it'll come find you. Right. I see her vision. Yeah. Now she finally understands when she gets all the memories, right? It is creepy. I don't really follow the news. Yeah. That's crazy. Right. You can scan the memories. Yep. Hey, Thriller Bark. That's what I'll probably be doing next. Don't be showing me replays. I'm going to be rewatching this. God damn. He just wants to see the measure of them. He wants to get the measure of them. Yeah, kiss my ass. Ursa means bear, right? I think so. Yep, this deal Zoro made. Give me pain. This was a favor, by the way. He is strong as hell. He's the strongest crew member. People say that Sanji's on his level. No chance in hell. Yep. Nope. I ain't going there. Oh, okay. I guess I will go. Don't be so dramatic. Oh, they all did show up. They all did show up, yeah. Well, time to kick his ass. I got shit to do, though. You're out of your mind. I don't care. Yep. So you never did meet her. Never saw her again. Okay. But you gotta look at her. That's crazy talk. Who the hell would do that? Crazy son of a bitch. As Captain Crunch said. He kicked his ass. He don't care, man. Luffy don't care. This son of a bitch again? Kicked his ass. That's right. Get him out of here. I forgot that they beat up the little minions. The celestial minions. With the little spiky heads, you know? Yeah. You're goddamn right we are. I like you, Luffy. I'm out of here. I think that's what motivated him. I'm the boss. Yep. He knew exactly where to send every one of them. We've now figured out why in the rewinds and Q&As. Yep. You traumatized him, but it was for the best. Teach him a lesson, boy. He's a true believer. Now, go enjoy Hancock. You should marry her. Put a ring on that shit. Interesting. They didn't do that usual commercial break thing. Yeah. My seraphims. Paltry hired scientist. Probably a bomb or something. Yeah. I don't care about that shit. Yeah, literally. Don't care. This is some bullshit. They're probably going to have to install a bomb in him. I was listening. Good point. I see how the weather's changed there, right? Here we go. Yeah. So he was already right. Oh shit. Here we go. What mission? Oh, that's right. He did do that. Hey, that's right. He did do that. I forgot about that. Yeah, a lot. You'll see for yourself. Yeah. Keep coming back to this shot, man. Yep. Hey, there's a lot of powerful pirates out there that you're about to take away, by the way. Materials? What are we talking about, materials? Right. Oh, right. So when Bonnie touched it, they disappeared. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Rationalize it however you want to. Douchebag. Yep. This is everything she looked at. You did more good than harm. That's all any of us can ever hope for. I want that said on my tombstone. He did more good than harm, even if it's by the smallest margin. That's all you can hope for, man. That's literally all you can hope for in a life. You know? Yep. It's funny. I just saw that same effect in another anime I'm watching, Fate Zero. The exact same effect where the blackness overcomes the memories. Wonder which one of them did it first. The pain's gone too. Huh. I wonder if they're going to bring him back. This is so well done, man. This show's been on another level since episode 1000. They've really kicked it up a notch. The directing is so much better than it used to be. The directorial choices are incredible. Melded with the music, it was always good, but I'm just saying that the fancy shit that they do, the artistic flourishes they do, are just so much stronger than they used to be. They've got a strong set of directors now. Look at this shit. This is artistic as hell, man. He's out. Yeah. Even the fact that this art style is a little faded, it's stylized because it's memories that are going away, you know? His life flashes before his eyes. Yeah. Yep. That was the defining moment for him, man. Wish I loved anything as much as she loves pizza. You're there with her now, buddy. Even though I don't believe in that shit. You're there. If they would create a heaven just for him, even if not for anybody else. Yeah. It's pretty rough, man. Yep. He's going to save the world. I think the battle lines are pretty clearly drawn at this point. He's out of here. Jesus Christ. Yeah. This is crazy, man. Yep. This was with full consent, that's for goddamn sure. I know I'm not saying much, but this is very powerful shit, man. This is emotion. This isn't information. Like, they're just replaying shit we've already seen, right? They've been doing that for the last 10 minutes. This is emotion. It's not information. Emotion's okay sometimes. This is incredible, man. This is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, here they are. Not everybody there is dead, though, so it's not like he's going to the afterlife to be with the people who've died, right? He actually gives a shit. Here it is. He's on his knees crying, man. Yep, there it is. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter how you feel, it matters what you do. Like, how many times have we talked about this? It doesn't matter what you say, it matters what you do, and it doesn't matter how you feel about it, it matters what you actually do. It's interesting and informative and emotional and engaging that Thanos cried after he killed his daughter. But he killed his daughter, man. She don't give a shit that he felt bad about it. I don't give a shit that he felt bad about it. He did that shit. Now, like I said, it's interesting. It makes us like the character more. He's one of the best villains they've ever had in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's one of the biggest reasons why. He cared. He gave a shit about what he did. But you still did it, man. Like, I'm not letting him off the hook for that. Here, Vegapunk can cry all he wants to. He still flipped the switch. He's a running dog for the government. He's a lapdog, a governmental lapdog. Now, finally, he's rebelling. Finally, only because they turned on him first. He never turned on them. They turned on him. They're here to kill him, so finally, he will finally turn his back on the government. Finally. Forced to, at gunpoint, to turn his back on the government. F this dude, man. F Vegapunk. He's going to get his. Look, I care, and I think it makes him more interesting, and I think it's more engaging, and it's endearing that he cares. I care that he cares. But he still flipped the switch, man. He did that shit. So you can cry all you want to, man. We saw the end result. When he was out there, anybody he killed after this as a mindless automaton. Now, the clones are something different, but him, personally, his personal mindless automaton, I remember him being there at the Marineford. Any person who died as a result of that, do you think they give a shit that Vegapunk cried when he flipped the switch? No. Like, you did that shit, man. So, I hope he gets what's coming to him. But he is a fascinating character, Vegapunk. Kuma, the real hero. You know, it's so interesting. This is why this is one of the most magnificent stories ever told. It's a masterpiece. I've talked about it many times. It does everything so well. There's always the precursor hero that allows the regular hero, the actual hero, the hero we follow, to win the day. You know, Obi-Wan Kenobi walked, and Yoda. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda walked so Luke could run. You know, John the Baptist baptized Jesus, I think. It's been a while since I've read the Bible, but I think he baptized Jesus. He paved the way for Jesus. You know, RAB paved the way for Harry Potter. These people all lost their lives, right? They lost their lives. They were heroes in their own right. They just weren't the ultimate hero. They weren't the final hero. They weren't the person across the finish line. They lost their lives before they saw the end of the fight. But they were vital to winning the fight. That's Kuma. Now, I do think they're going to bring Kuma back, personally. I think why are they having this body rampage around? We have the memories. Now, supposedly the memories disappeared when Bonnie accessed them. So they're trying to cut off that avenue so we don't think it's possible, but I still think it's possible. If you can dream it, you can do it. So, Kuma is the hero who paved the way. He could have been the ultimate hero. Just the timing wasn't right, and he had that fatal flaw, the weakness that they had him over the barrel. You know, if it hadn't been for that, he could have been a much bigger hero and saved a lot more lives. And what's so interesting about that, it was a choice to take her on. He could have just left her to the townspeople. Here, you guys take care of this shit. That's where Jenny grew up, right? By the way, nobody's addressed what I talked about, the parallel. Jenny dies, leaves a kid for another man to raise who never consummated his relationship with her. Like, nobody's brought that up. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it is an interesting parallel. I think there was some inspiration there. It's one of the 20 most famous movies out there. The author has definitely seen that movie. But I think this is the town that Jenny grew up in, right? Well, it's the town that... No, it's the town Kuma grew up in. That's a little less solid. If it was the town that Jenny grew up in, it would be a natural for you to just let the townspeople raise her. Right? You guys got this. You got this out. Go take care of this revolutionary shit. He chose to take on her. He chose to be her parent. And it got him killed. And God knows how many lives it's going to cost because he went there. God knows how many lives it cost because he accepted this deal. The clones would have been made regardless out of somebody else, some other giant or somebody good enough. They would have been made. So the clones I'm not really including in this conversation. I'm more talking about what he personally would do with his powers, his unique powers, on top of like the shooting lasers from hands and all that shit. He's the hero that paved the way. Luffy would have never succeeded without him. He's a crucial part of the story, which is why we didn't get his story until now, near the end. Here, finally, at the end, the final saga, right? Yeah, I said before. Yes, I'm frustrated where this flashback was placed, and I will always, forever disagree with the author about where he places flashbacks. I think they should be at the beginning of arcs. Have them be in between the arc. You know, now maybe that doesn't always work. Maybe there'd be too much information revealed, or and it's not the story he wants to tell. He doesn't want to tell the story that way. That's fine. He can do whatever he wants. He's a genius. I'm not. He's successful. I'm not. You know, he's one of the best storytellers ever created in world history. I'm not. I'm just saying, I'm a consumer, so I have an opinion. And as a consumer, I would rather have the flashbacks begin the arcs instead of in the middle of the goddamn action, or like we talked about, do it at the hiatus. If you want to do it into the arc, the hiatus was we only had about, 6 episodes after the hiatus before these flashbacks started? How many? Like, I don't remember how long the flashbacks lasted. We were in flashbacks when I started to rewind, and that was 33. But it wasn't that far in, so it wasn't like we lost a whole lot by if we'd done it a little bit sooner. Do it then. Like, you know, there was between everything, all the action pretty much come to a standstill. Then do the flashbacks. And then start with the rising action. We're not waiting, having people wait for 2 months to get to what happens with Saturn. You know, my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a genius. So, but having said that, that objection being raised, this is going to keep happening too. If we get any more flashbacks, this is the best flashback he's done, which is saying a hell of a lot because there's been a lot of great ones. The toy soldier flashback again. That's one of my favorites. It would have been my top before this one. This is perfect. It was so well done. And it's so interesting and so informative, and it strikes at the heart of the story. But like I said, it's hard for everything not to be better than it ever has before because everything's coming to a close. Characters who have never interacted before are going to start interacting. People who just haven't fought yet because it was too soon in the story will start fighting. We're starting to see... Tells Red's name? Shanks. We're starting to see Shanks. His powers finally. We're seeing a little bit of what's happening with the Elders finally after however many episodes when they were first introduced. Was it 151 when they first got introduced? Here we are, literally 1,000 episodes later. Finally see his powers. The story's coming to a close, so everything's going to be awesome. It's going to be that final 100 episodes, 50 episodes, whatever. It's going to be that. Is whether or not he shits the bed. Until then, everything's going to be awesome. Body's going to be hitting the floor. Conclusions going to be reached. Information received. So, yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, I love the flashbacks. I do object to the placement, but other than that, like, it's just perfect.